Dr. Delenn Creel, and after spending time on anxiety, depression, and addiction, it brings us to the next topic of self-harm. So what is self-harm? Self-harm refers to the deliberate act of physical hurting oneself to cope with emotional pain, distress, or overwhelming emotions. It is essential to approach this topic with sensitivity and seek professional help if you suspect your child is engaging in self-harm or showing signs of leaning towards such behavior. So why self-harm? Self-harming behavior are complex and can have various underlying reasons. It's important to approach this topic with empathy and understanding. While individual motivations may vary, here are some common factors that can contribute to why someone might choose self-harm as a coping mechanism. Emotional regulation. Some individuals may use self-harm to cope with overwhelming emotions or intense emotional pain. Inflicting physical pain can temporarily distract from or provide relief from emotional distress. Self-punishment. Some individuals may engage in self-harm as a form of self-punishment. They might believe that they deserve the pain or that it helps them to feel a sense of control over their emotions or perceived failures. Communication of inner pain. Self-harm can serve as a way for individuals to communicate their internal struggles when they find it challenging to express their emotions verbally. It can be an attempt to convey their distress or a cry out for help. Coping with trauma or abuse. Individuals who have experienced trauma or abuse may turn to self-harm as a maladaptive coping mechanism. It can serve to release emotional pain or regain a sense of control over their bodies in an aftermath of trauma. Seeking a sense of relief or control. Engaging in self-harm can provide a temporary sense of relief or control for some individuals. The act of self-harm may provide a momentary escape from emotional numbness or a way to regain a sense of control over their lives. And then there is peer influence. In some cases, individuals may start self-harming due to peer influence or because of being exposed to self-harm behaviors within their social circle or online communities. Emotional expression and validation. Self-harm can be used to express deep-seated emotional pain or to validate one's inner struggles. It can be a visible representation of internal turmoil or a means of seeking understanding and support from others. Now the question is, how do I know my child is harming themselves? Here are some signs that may indicate your child is engaging in self-harm or is at risk. Unexplained injuries. Noticeable cuts, scratches, burns, or bruises on your child's body, particularly in the areas that are usually hidden, such as their wrists, thighs, or upper arms. Frequently use of excuses. Your child may frequently use excuses to explain their injuries, such as accidents or clumsy behavior, or conceal the self-harm. Wearing concealing clothing. Your child may frequently wear long sleeves or pants, even in warm weather, to hide any marks or scars from self-harm. Emotional and behavioral changes. Look out for significant changes in their mood, behavior, or emotional well-being. They may exhibit signs of depression, anxiety, withdrawal, irritability, or sudden outbursts of anger. Social isolation. Your child may start distancing themselves from friends, family, and social activities they once enjoyed. They may become more socially withdrawn and spend excessive time alone. Unusual interest in sharp object or self-harm content. If you notice an unusual fascination or preoccupation with sharp objects, or even if they express interest in self-harm content online, it could be a warning sign. Low self-esteem or negative self-image. Your child may express feelings of worthlessness, self-disgust, or criticize their own appearance or abilities excessively. Changes in eating or sleeping patterns. Self-harm can disrupt their eating and sleeping habits. They may experience changes such as loss of appetite, weight loss or gain, insomnia, or oversleeping. It is important to remember that these signs may not exclusively indicate self-harm, as they can also be related to other mental health issues. However, if you observe a combination of these signs or have concerns, it's crucial to seek professional help. So what can I do? What can you do? Discover that your child is self-harming can be distressing and overwhelming as a parent. It's important to respond with empathy, support, and seek professional help. Here are some steps that you can take. Stay calm and open-minded. It is essential to approach the situation with empathy and without judgment. Stay calm. Stay calm to create a safe space for your child to share their feelings and experiences. Initiate a conversation. Choose an appropriate time and place to talk to your child. Express your concerns, your love and support, and let them know that you are there to listen and that you want to understand what they are going through. Listen actively and validate their feelings. Allow your child to express themselves without interruption. Show active listening by maintaining eye contact, nodding, and providing verbal cues to indicate that you understand and care about their feelings. Validate their emotions and let them know that their pain is acknowledged and that they are not alone. You are not accepting or approving the behavior, but you are giving worth and credit to the emotions that the child is experiencing, and this already is a key factor in getting better. Avoid blaming or shaming. It is important to avoid blaming or shaming your child for their self-harming behavior. Instead, focus on their emotional well-being and finding healthier ways to cope. Seek professional help. Contact a mental health professional such as a therapist, counselor, or a psychiatrist who specializes in working with self-harm and adolescents. They can provide a comprehensive assessment, offer appropriate interventions, and guide you and your child through the recovery period and process. Ensure immediate safety. If your child's self-harm is severe or life-threatening, prioritize their safety by seeking immediate medical attention. Contact emergency services or take them to the nearest emergency room for necessary help. Remove harmful objects. Safely remove any objects that could be used for self-harm from your child's environment. This includes sharp objects, medication, or anything that poses a risk. It's essential to maintain a safe and supportive environment. Encourage healthy coping mechanisms. Work with mental health professionals to help your child develop healthy coping strategies. These may include engaging in activities they enjoy, expressing emotions through art or writing, practicing relaxation techniques, or seeking support from trusted individuals. You can also involve the school and support network. Inform the appropriate individuals at your child's school, such as teachers, counselors, and administrators about the situation. Collaborate with them to create a supportive plan and to ensure that your child's well-being is taken care of during school days. Educate yourself. Learn about self-harm and mental health conditions to better understand your child's experiences. This knowledge will help you provide appropriate support and communicate effectively with mental health professionals. Also refer to our episode on tegnieke en oop deure to consider a spiritual cause of this problem. You can also view the video series on the Canaanites that discuss the working of evil spirits in our lives with regards to destructive behavior. Remember, self-harm is a complex issue and professional guidance is crucial for assessment, treatment, and support. Reach out to mental health professionals who can provide the necessary expertise and guidance for your child's well-being. It is important to note that self-harm is not a healthy or effective long-term coping mechanism. While it may temporarily provide relief, it can lead to more significant physical and emotional harm. If you or someone you know is struggling with self-harm, it is crucial to seek professional help from a mental health expert who can provide support and guidance to individuals towards healthier coping strategies. Does the Bible say anything about self-harm? The Bible does not explicitly address the topic of self-harm. It is important to approach this issue with compassion and seek guidance from trusted spiritual leaders or professionals who can provide appropriate support and counsel. While the Bible does not directly speak to self-harm, it does offer principles and techniques that can be applied to navigate through emotional pain and find hope and healing. The Bible emphasizes the importance of caring for our bodies as they are temples of the Holy Spirit. 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19 to 20. This includes practicing self-care and seeking help when needed, such as reaching out to medical professionals or counselors for support. We can seek comfort in God. The Bible encourages believers to seek comfort and strength in God during times of distress. It assures us that God is near to the brokenhearted and provides solace in times of trouble. We can read about that in Psalm 34:18 and Psalm 46 verse 1. Renewing of the mind. The Bible teaches about the transformation of the mind and the importance of renewing our thoughts. This includes seeking truth, focusing on what is good and praiseworthy, and rejecting harmful thoughts. Community and support. The Bible emphasizes the importance of community and supporting one another. It encourages believers to bear one another's burdens and to offer love, compassion, and encouragement to those who are struggling. Until next time, good day.